Revelation chapter 4, verse 8. I want to talk about the nature of God as we go deep into our teaching today. Become before you qualify. The four living creatures, each having 6 wings, were full of eyes around and within, and they do not rest day and night, saying. So, if you but after to say, Holy, 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 the Lord Almighty, who was, who is to come. So meaning, the nature of God before is like today, and is going to be the same in the eternity future. When you compare God in the eternal future, infinite time from now, he is going to be the same like today, like he was yesterday. I want to use something illustrative that is going to help us. To understand why I'm saying become before you qualify. Because we are believers, we are called children of God. A lot of us, even blessing, bypass us. You have been fasting and praying for a car. The car never comes. Read for me John 20:29.
John 20:29. The Bible says, Jesus said to him, Thomas, because you have seen me, you have believed. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed.
Because you have seen, that is why you have believed. But blessed are those who have not seen, yet they have believed. A lot of times, blessing bypasses us, or it bypasses our way, because we are not positioned to believe before we see. A very illustrative example, in the 12th work of us becoming. Before we even get there, is Proverbs 18:22.
Proverbs 18:22. The Bible says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord.
Look at this. The Bible is not saying he who finds a woman. The Bible is saying he who finds a wife. So become a wife before you can even get married. Before you qualify to marry, you must become a wife. When a man goes searching, he's going to find who is suitable. Mpaka ambo kumona mukashi. Eno yengopa. Leo kaita tunaopwa mwesa fuara kapimfia. Mnifara kapimfia tweka. Ngambo checking our wardrobe yenu. Date number 1 mwafile kapimfia. Date number 2 akapimfia. Date number 3 akapimfia. Date number 4 akapimfia. Namkeshwa akapimfia. Akapimfia ni kapis. Akantinti. Kasketi akantinti. After you have been so good to the man, according to your standards, but that star says to say, Mulifie, play girl. Tamudio Mukashi. searching, looking for a wife. Until he finds a wife, then he's going to marry. So until we begin to behave like one, God is looking for a believer who is going to trust him with or without material. When God looks for a true son, and in all this has got a true sonship, he's going to release the blessing. Amen. So you have to become before you can activate God's blessing to follow you.
Genesis 2:24. The Bible says, therefore a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and they shall become one flesh.
Read for me a version which says, for this reason.
NIV says, for this reason a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and they will become one flesh.
Okay, now the Bible is saying for this reason. That's one part. A man. So before you can leave the house of your father, you have to be a man. So who is a man? Who is a man? Who is a man? How many nine?
A man is that person who takes care of himself, and he takes full responsibility of every problem that comes his way.
A man is a person who has become independent. He leaves the father and the mother, and then he goes to face the world and takes a woman and takes responsibility. Because in the a man is the one who has beards. You know, a lot of them bad quite. Before you qualify to get a woman in the name of a wife, before you qualify to get a wife, you must become a man. So a man is a person who is responsible. A man is a person who takes care of himself and other responsibility that will be put on him. The problem why you are where you are, we spoke about why you are not taken, because you are behaving like a girl. You have not become a wife. You have to become a wife before you can be chosen out of the other women. You stand outstanding and somebody will come and pick you. Now this we are talking about a youth who is a boy now. Before you can step out into a position to become a husband, you must become a man. Why the marriage could not stand? Why the marriage has got a lot of problems? Because you are married to a boy. The man didn't become. The man was not prepared. So a man is the one who is mature, mentally, spiritually, physically, psychologically. I've got a friend across the borders who was crying, very much crying. Afoni so no maisha bwana maisha. Wikashi. Literally crying so. So when he cried the first time, I thought maybe it's heavy. I tried to help out. When he cried the third time and he cried the fourth time, I said, no, this one is a baby. So the purpose for your Christian life is for you to connect to God, for you to make heaven. Before you connect to heaven, before you connect to God, you must believe in Him. Become a true believer. Not based on what prayer will do or what will happen after prayer. Be connected to God because God is everything that we need. If Job did not become a true child of God before getting all the wealth that he got, because Job was the richest in the land of Uz, in the east. When the wealth was lost, Job could have also cursed God. But when the wealth was lost, Job still praised God because he was a true child. He became before possessing anything. Ask your neighbor, what is the basis of your faith? How much time have you put into your preparation for the faith walk? For a one-day encounter that you need with your God, you need to prepare for it. Esther chapter 2 verse 12. It took Esther a full year of preparation for a one-day encounter with a king. But we despise preparation. One of the greatest mistakes that we make in our way or on our way walk with God is what we listen to. Kamwalolesha bambi inchito tuwomba lero bafya shife bayishiremye bati tuwamonika kuno nga wabaticha efu mwaile na teaching and wanted to do farming. Right in your heart to know that you are supposed to do something with farming. Apa ukuli fyoko akuyafi ni police bale ngisha ba recruit. So iwe ufile wa ya police andi mwana okuya police. Ero mwanza ba police udu wa fukushi. Po wakupa so kulimwana kashuko kwa bana bwalya so lawe na charity ewo walawo pa na mwana kashina wamperefu There are only two instances in the Bible where God chose for somebody to marry: Adam and Hosea. No option. Some of madam and beside. Hosea, go and marry a promiscuous woman. After that, go. There's an answer. I was saying, one of the troubles that we make if we, in our spiritual walk with God, fyonse tufaya batwe bafye fyonse ko tukonka fyakumfwa abayisanga po balera ndabere bekani banani mulife mweka mwarolisha tokuli abantu muhammadu kulanda 1 Fabalanda katulifeka. Let's be honest. So ngamulanda ngamulimweka te problem. No magata muyumfa mulilanda, it becomes a problem. Because everyone talks to himself. Only that kulabafati alela ndomine kabati mukati. So ngamwambo kulanda nomba, you are thinking loud. You are thinking loud. No, but the problem will be ngamulela anda tamule yumfwa. And this is where we have a problem with a lot of believers, because we never listen to the inner voice. We listen to the outside voice. By the parents, he went to Amishapo, Kabia Feku University. Now I could invest to the library studies. And then there was an opening also, Okia could not take, Okia study electrical. So, about talk, if you have degree, if you have so Kabia University in the library studies. I started library studies. Up to today, that's what the library look at. And the problem became when the parents said, can't sing our next time I like me Murumba Kuzesko. The very same mother who said, go and do library studies. But last time I can't sing our Stilamalite. You know, it's time in Murumba Kuzesko. We have to listen to the inner voice, because God speaks to the heart. Tell about Seneba, you are a wonder from God's production. You are a wonder from God's production. You are so much beautiful, wonderfully, fearfully made. But I'm sorry, you can never be perfect. There is a corner in your life where you are very dangerous, and we don't need to open that book.